Time now for the morning rush. Investigators say a random encounter is what led to the murder of a former Marine. Matthew Goudelet's body was found this weekend. Valencia County deputies say Goudelet was sitting on the Belen Mesa in his car when Francisco Gomez tried to rob him. Investigators say Goudelet was shot multiple times. Deputies say Gomez's girlfriend told them about the murder. Gomez now charged with Goudelet's death.
Crystal, let's get a look at this afternoon's radar. Notice future radar showing a few storms popping up by 1:30 this afternoon. Moisture and daytime heating continue to increase, and by 3:30, a nice area of showers and storms developing off of that central mountain chain. And by 6:30 this evening, a decent coverage of showers and storms for central as well as northern New Mexico. David.
Parents of students who go to Santa Fe Public Schools will now get the final say if their child watches a video on what to do in an active shooter situation. Run, Hide, Fight is a video that provides demonstrations on how to react. Officials say families can opt out of the video after some parents express concern about the training having traumatic effects.
A group of people in Grants calling on the city this morning to help clean up a park along Route 66. Regular visitors say they see dead fish and murky water at the Riverwalk Park. They say they're concerned for the wildlife, but also that tourists may not be coming back. The city of Grants says the park has never looked better and insists there's no dangers, adding sometimes fish just simply die.
New numbers in a city report show an increase in the number of homeless people. The Journal reports that the findings say there are at least 200 more homeless people than there were 2 years ago, with a total count of more than 1,500 this year. The city says there's no definitive answer for the increase, but believe it could be because of better counting practices.
City will soon relaunch a program aimed at preventing mass shootings. Project Guardian connects APD with other agencies like the FBI, state police, and BCSO. They'll work together to identify potential threats while sharing information through a database. The program will also provide lifesaver training to all city employees. Chris.
Let's get a look at that Metro Threat Index, Crystal. It is at a 3 today because not only are we going to deal with hot afternoon temperatures well above average, there is also the opportunity for an isolated storm after the lunchtime hour here in the Metro. David.
Bernalillo County commissioners are expected to vote on the proposed paid sick leave bill today. The proposal requires employers to provide workers, including part-time and temporary employees, with at least 1 hour of paid leave for every 30 hours worked. The county is set to vote tonight.
City passed a resolution encouraging state lawmakers to pass an extreme risk bill. It would allow a citizen or law enforcement officer to ask a judge to take away someone's guns if they feel that that person is a threat. These laws are known as red flag laws. The city council resolution is not forcible.
A new study shows red flag laws may help prevent mass shootings. Of 159 gun violence restraining order cases in California between 2016 and 2018, 21 of them involved someone who declared or exhibited behavior indicating intent to commit a mass shooting. Researchers say that because of the red flag law, authorities could immediately reduce that person's access to firearms.
Right now, UNM is fighting to get one of their professors back to work by moving forward with a lawsuit against the feds. Back in June, Dr. Haman Yahya visited his family in Palestine on paternity leave. He applied for a visa to be able to come back to UNM to work. The university's attorney says it has yet to be approved. They're now suing over the delay.
Looking ahead, groundbreaking could take place for Meow Wolf's 4-story office building. The New Mexican reports that the Arts Collective wants to wrap the office building around 2 sides of a former Caterpillar manufacturing building. Now, no artist rendering is available yet on what it would look like, but officials say the expansion could have space for up to 400 employees.
New Mexico United Shop is offering a new line of merchandise created by local artists. The first products are from Lindsay Allen and Shane Silva. Allen creates earrings using a 3D printer, while Silva makes mugs featuring the team's logo. Profits from the sales will benefit United's youth soccer program.
Let's get a look at that morning drive. Everything moving along pretty nicely out there. No major accidents being reported at this time. Make sure you give yourself an extra couple minutes to get to where you're going. You know the kiddos are going to be crossing those roadways soon to get to school. You're taking a live look at Tracker South on I-25 near Candelaria. That's going to do it for traffic. Crystal.
Look at this, a unique pay to break things business soon to open its doors on Thursday. The so-called ABQ Rage Room is a place where you can break all kinds of sorts of things, fragile and sturdy objects from glass to furniture. The local co-owners say they hope it gives a place for people to do something fun and also release some stress. We did post information for you. Go to alwaysonkRQE.com for more details.
Welcome back. Time now for the 5 facts.
We start with number 5. A unique pay-to-break-things business is just days away from opening its doors in Albuquerque. The so-called ABQ Rage Room opens Thursday, where people can break all sorts of things, fragile and sturdy objects, from glassware to furniture. The local co-owners say they hope it gives a place for folks to do something fun and maybe release some stress.
On number 4 this morning, UNM is suing the State Department, U.S. Attorney General, and the FBI for not allowing one of their professors to return to the state. Back in June, Dr. Hammam Yahya visited his home in Palestine on paternity leave. Now, when he left, he applied for a visa to be able to come back to work here in the States. Now, the university's attorney says it has yet to be approved.
At number 3, storm chances on the increase today. Really going to see an uptick tomorrow with numerous showers and storm chances stick around heading into Thursday.
At number 2, the city will soon relaunch a program in the effort to prevent mass shootings. Project Guardian connects APD with other agencies like the FBI, State Police, and BCSO. They will work together to identify potential threats while sharing information through a database. Now, the program will also provide lifesaver training to all city employees.
Number 1 now, a New Mexico man facing a murder charge this morning. The death of a former Marine. This after deputies say his girlfriend told them he shot the Marine 6 times, adding their encounter was random. Matthew Goudelet's body was found outside of Belen this weekend. Investigators say Francisco Gomez shot Goudelet during a robbery. Gomez and his girlfriend, Janine Willard, were seen on surveillance video using Goudelet's credit card soon after that. Deputies say Willard later told investigators that Gomez randomly approached Goudelet. The two argued, and that's when Gomez opened fire. A court date for Gomez has yet to be set. If you want to see more on the story, go to our website.